OnlyFans news. Oh my. Wow, who could this possibly be?
OnlyFans news, where my number one concern every day is making sure that I don't typo the guild's name by dropping the N in Fangs. In general good news, we have a bit of a quality over quantity thing going on today because really nothing good happened. In fact, a lot of bad happened. We'll get into that after covering the one good thing that did happen today. Now technically it occurred after midnight, which is when I draw the line at the day's end. But hitting server first 60 only happens once, so I had to stay up for it and make sure it happened. That's right, Zerochi at 3:48 a.m. CST with a playtime of 3 days and 22 hours hit level 60. So now he can finally play the game. After being in second place for so long until a very unfortunate death on Ompi's part, quick moment of silence, Zerochi took the lead. We're all very happy that it was someone from our guild, and the happiest of all are the trolls, who get all the points for the partner succession, but we're very sad about Ompi's death. Another moment of silence. But the good news basically ends there. Well, I guess that depends on what you think about drama, because we have a lot of that today, including our first real piece of drama occurring between one Duo King and Pops. After haphazardly going through Scarlet Monastery Graveyard, a level 30ish dungeon, there was clear signs of miscommunication from the start. However, they apexed at a point of a dangerously large pole where everyone got scared and bailed, except for Duo King and Datmods, the healer and tank, who attempted to handle the pole by themselves. While coming very close to killing these monsters and apparently climaxing, judging by the noise that Duo King made, they simply didn't have the damage output to kill everything. So Duo King died. Rightfully upset, he got off to play a much better game, Slay the Spire, where he said this.
It's literally that guy's fault that I'm dead, because he's like such a weird, like angry piece of shit for no reason. Literally, he can go get cancer and die, okay, unironically. So because he leaves the Discord because he's like so fucking mad at thin air, because he's like a fucking retard.
Wow, League players playing WoW. Wow.
Because he's like a fucking retard. This is just the actual genuine truth. So like everyone was about to leave him because they're all like, guys, let's just Hearth. And then I'm sitting there thinking like, wait a second, someone's not even in the fucking Discord. So I type out to Hearth.
Pretty harsh shit to talk over a video
game. It's not even actually a League moment, because like, come on, there's like Dantes, Tyler, me, Lux is from WoW. It's just, you know, there's certain League players.
Pops wasn't a perfect little angel either.
One sec, I'm hurting out of a dungeon.
Yeah, Rav is from League as well.
Oh no, we just lost a priest in our dungeon. Oh well, I mean, I hate to see that, but he didn't hearth out fast enough, I guess. No, we all hearthed out of the dungeon, and for some reason the priest was still in there.
Duo King couldn't hearth out because he was busy saving everyone else that was. However, it's a fucking game. Don't say this shit to another person. Caught up in the heat of the moment and being over the internet, it's easy to forget that we're all just people that deserve respect from one another, and I'm sure they'll handle it privately, so don't bother them. They're adults.
Oh, they
won't.
won't.
On the topic of treating others how you want to be treated in the golden rule, there is one exception to this rule.
Nobody is mean to Pops!
The golden rule,
Fuck
there
you,
is
asshole.
one exception to this rule. Dante's, you can treat him like dirt. If you've ever read Dante's Inferno, you may think it's a story about going through literal hell, but actually it's a metaphor for just playing a dungeon with Doanel. The idea of hell is much less harsh and easier to grasp for the average reader. You see, while attempting to run a dungeon called Wailing Caverns with me, Dante's, Jimmy here, Apricat, and my brother Crema, we found out that he has never used the ability Sundered Armor. He doesn't know what gear is good for him, so he just needs everything, and the worst part is that he doesn't need the gear to have it, he needs the gear to sell it. I had to pay him the vendor price of Venom Strike, the whole reason I was running the dungeon, just so that he'd promise not to give it to me and sell it. I apologize for getting heated. I'm a journalist. I have to stay unbiased. Dante's is a rat bitch. Fuck what I said about respecting people. And if you're still thinking about running a dungeon with him, I'll leave you with this. What is this Dante's tax?
Yeah, so Dante's tax is going to be that when someone does a dungeon with me, the first time they do it, I need everything, but then afterwards, I'm going to be a nice guy.
Do you realize that just makes you a horrible person? Do you know that?
It makes me a based capitalist.
Oh, gotcha. You follow Elon Musk on Twitter? What?
Fuck yeah. Twitter blue and everything.
No way. I got Twitter gold, so... Now the next piece of drama is between a man and ones and zeros. Specifically this man and this group of ones and zeros. After getting offered a duel from a random warlock and proclaiming he isn't a pussy against Emiru's better judgment, Mizkif accepted the duel and promptly lost. Because he's a warrior.
What was that?
Against Emiru's better judgment, the pussy against Emiru's better judgment.
What did he say?
And proclaiming he isn't the pussy against Emiru's better judgment, Mizkif accepted the duel and promptly lost. Because he's a warrior and the other guy was a warrior.
No, like, I knew it was a duel, but I don't duel because being at 1 health is so scary. Like, what if, like, a rat comes up and taps you or something? I don't know.
Block, it's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors thing at that level. Fortunately, it was not a duel to the death, so it was just for fun. However, unfortunately, this guard had Mizkif on pack watch and stabbed him in the back. Guards are never, ever, ever supposed to attack someone of the same faction.
way
The
it
only
ran
guards that
over.
are designed to attack you are the neutral faction guards, like the goblins in Booty Bay. The running theory is that Mizkif applied a bleed to the warlock's pet, and since the game is 20 years old, the bleed lasted a few frames too long and counted Mizkif as attacking a horde player, and the guard was programmed to kill anyone that did that. And that this particular warlock knew this would happen and intentionally ran Miz's fate. Now, all of this is very unclear. We here at OnlyFangs News believe that this has to be a Occam's razor situation where the most likely thing to
What does that
happen is
mean?
the
A principle in philosophy that suggests the simplest explanation is often the— oh, okay.
thing that happened. Most Occam's razor situation where the most likely thing to happen is the thing that happened, which is that Sardako paid off his fellow undead guard to kill Mizkif given the opportunity. After being the most drama-packed day so far, let's cut the tension with people's second favorite segment, Daily Deaths. No super exciting deaths other than the news we just went over, but shortly after Mizkif died, he exemplified the perfect hardcore player and showed what all of you should be like by going again and making
Wait, it's a short list. It's just E-Rob twice and Miz
the
twice.
perfect hardcore player
And then two
showed
other
what all of you
people.
should be like by going again and making another character. Then he died again. However, being one of the bastions of hardcore WoW and a big reason that we all get to play it and enjoy it together, he made another character despite being griefed and harassed over and over. So 07's for Mizzy. The leader for the most deaths is now a four-way tie between the most nightmare blunt rotation ever, Mizkif, Esfand, Lauren, and Lady Hope, all at 4 deaths.
I don't know who's Lady Hope. I love this. This. Oh my god.
Now, for tips and tricks today, when you go into a dungeon, have a designated IGL. And if you never
poor
competed
Lauren.
in Battle
Dude,
Royale...
Lauren actually played WoW before too. I think it's because she's basically what is the word? My successor. She's playing Priest with Dantes, so of course, like what the fuck's she supposed to do?
And IGL stands for in-game leader. Pick someone in the 5-man to play this role. And if shit goes bad, you don't leave until they say so. I don't care if you're level 59 with a pubic hair of
I don't
XP
think-
left to
yeah,
go to
Dantes has
60,
never
and
played
someone
before.
just pulled the entire dungeon.
So honestly,
if your
she's
IGL
worse
says y'all
off
can
than I
fight and win,
was.
you stay. Otherwise, if you get in a hot situation, no one will know what to do, and this shit happens. Second tip, don't play with Dantes. Oh. I thought there was going to be more about that. Just don't play with Dantes. Third tip, it's a game. We're here to have fun. If you actually aren't enjoying it, no reason to play. However, I think I speak for at least 80% of the players here when I say this game is way more fun with players to play with. And if you're making the slog to 60 because you want to play with your friends, then you have all of our appreciation. Before I go for the day, the owner of Fangsley and Fangsley 2, the viewer-based guilds, has hired their entire guild to act as my informants. I am just one man at the end of the...
Oh god, what does this say? This is not an excuse to be parasocial, weird, or obnoxious. I wonder.
As my informants. I am just one man at the end of the day, and sometimes dirt falls through the cracks. However, starting today, there won't be a crack to fall through if you try to take off the OnlyFangs add-on. Try to buy gold, or even scratch under your loincloth of the bear, I'll know about it. Not tomorrow though, budget cuts are happening to OnlyFangs News, which basically means I don't have the time or money to be able to do 2 hours of research, 1 hour of scripting, and 3 hours of editing every day. Love doing it, but
Holy
also
shit.
like not being fired from my job. So unfortunately tomorrow, you might have to go with no 10 a.m. news. But let me be clear, I am coming back. Do not freak out. I'm not gone forever, so don't say that. I will be back. And lastly, thank you for our sponsor today, Undead Fleshlights.
JJ does
It's
art.
like getting head, but none of the good parts. Undead Fleshlights, for those who like teeth. Thank you for watching OnlyFangs News Day 5. I'll see you
What?
over tomorrow.
Wow. Okay. That was actually very enjoyable. I liked that.